Your argument is essentially that it's a human, it's a member of our species, it has its own body, but because of where it's residing, you should be able to do whatever you want. So essentially what you're doing is you're treating another human being like your property. Is that right?
No.
Because you're treating this as your property. Well, if I can do whatever I want, this baby's inside of me, it's inconvenient to me, I can dispose of it. I can kill it. Right? I can use this, twist off a limb, pull it out, and that's okay. That act of violence is okay because it's my property.
What I'm saying is that while the baby is inside of your body, actually, essentially that is what I'm saying. While the baby is inside of your body, you have the right to decide what to do with it because it resides in your body, because it is a part of you, because it is not yet its own autonomous thing, because it is directly affecting your life.
What
and
happens
because
when
most
the child
abortions
can survive
occur
outside the womb? I'm asking you, since you made the argument that it's a woman's body because she can do with what she wants, and you said it's her property, if the fetus can survive outside of the womb, is it moral to still abort it?
I think if the fetus can survive outside of the womb, there's no doctor that would abort it. They would obviously, like you said, choose
You've
that
never
option.
met a late-term abortionist then. You can Google late-term abortion tonight, and you can find late-term abortionists who commit abortions. So Dr. Carhart is in Maryland. He goes between Germantown, Maryland, and Omaha, Nebraska. Every single week, he goes back and forth. He operates 2 late-term abortion facilities, and he says you can abort for whatever reason, because it's your right, up until the moment of birth, and he commits late-term abortions every single week. The 2 abortionists in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the abortionists in the Denver Planned Parenthood, they all commit late-term abortions. Women do choose late-term abortion. And it's not for reason of there's a physical risk to the mother. Because if that's the case, you don't go to a dirty abortion facility, you go to the hospital. And you have your OBGYN treat you as 2 patients.
Kristen Hawkins, I gotta say, is doing God's work by exposing the truths and the realities about abortion, specifically late-term abortion. And you can tell if you watch the full clip, this young woman's demeanor really changes the more and more truth that Kristen presents. When she talks about the fact that late-term abortions do happen, late-term abortionists exist. They abort babies in the 8th and 9th month. When she talks about the fact that an 8 or 9 month pregnant woman who wants to be treated for she and her baby goes to the OBGYN, but then an 8 or 9th month pregnant woman who wants to have her baby aborted goes to these late-term abortionists. This young woman's demeanor really does start to shift. You can tell that she is enlightened by the truth, wants to believe in it, doesn't like the position that she holds, yet she still doubles down. She walks away, but while walking away, she says, that's that woman's right. This is how deeply indoctrinated the left and the pro-choice movement has made especially young women in America today. Regardless of the facts, regardless of how morally it makes us as maternal beings feel to think about the atrocity of late-term abortion, young people can't abandon the pro-choice movement, because if you do, you'll be an ideological minority. If you do, you'll be abandoning women's rights. If you do, you'll be going against a woman's autonomy to her body. But truth is powerful, and this young woman will not forget that encounter with Kristen Hawkins. If I had to lay some money down on this, I'm not a betting woman, but this young girl will someday be a pro-life activist. She will believe in life. Whether she says it publicly or not, she will.